Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Metro Icon Podcast. I'm your host, Shawn Kay the Showman of Do It All Entertainment and DIA Media. And of course, I am not in my studio space. I am on Jekyll Island in Georgia doing a wedding with the homie DJ Illest and holding it down. But of course, you know, I gotta bring these episodes on the Sunday. So let's go ahead and kick into what the deal is. And you know, you guys can catch me every single Tuesday at the Library Bar from 9 to 1 hosting the Bingo Karaoke Banger. It has become literally one of the biggest nights in Fort Worth all week, even at the Library Bar. Tourist destination spot, local destination spot. It is a time that you will never, ever regret coming to. So make sure you guys come through for Bingo Karaoke, where you have a chance to win one of 3 bingo cards. With every karaoke performance, we read off bingo numbers, and you can win one of 3 cards that you can use towards your tab, and they go up in value through the night. So 9 to 1 every single Tuesday at the Library Bar. You can catch me doing bingo karaoke. But get announcements of all my gigs and everywhere I'm going to be at by following me on Instagram at Shawn Kay Do It All. All right, super simple. Of course, let's talk about these sponsors real quick before we get into the episode. You know, I got to talk about Insider Cloth. I'm wearing my Showman Shows Up t-shirt with my Insider Cloth right there on the bottom of my shirt. It is super, super easy to apply, but it's the last microfiber cloth you will ever need. And you can get 10% off going to insidercloth.com. Put in the promo code DIA Cloth, all right? Don't get in the habit of not having a microfiber cloth for all your glass lenses, whether you're a photographer, videographer, or somebody who just is on their cell phone all the time. You want to be able to clean those glass surfaces, those lenses in the best way possible, and your general fabrics are not doing it. Trust me, they're making your situations worse for the long run. So get Insider Cloth now and get your 10% off of your first order. I promise you why. It will be the last microfiber cloth you will ever need, where you can keep the habit but just change the fabric, operating your life in a better way. And of course, I got to shout out my boy Teddy J. We just had a crazy hailstorm that came through DFW. A lot of houses, especially in the North DFW area, got affected. So many people are going to my boy Teddy to get it done because he is giving everyone the greatest return result, especially when it comes to dealing with all those insurance companies, those insurance claims. It is a headache, and he's the guy that's going to take all of that away and give you the results you need and a price and in a wave that is going to be the most effective for you. I promise you, it's the truth. And if you need testimonials, there's plenty of people that have taken advantage of seeing Teddy and just getting a free consultation. And if you want to get that consultation, just email him at teddyj.dkcontracting@gmail.com. All right, and you'll see exactly why that I have to promote this dude. You'll see exactly why all my peoples use Teddy J, because he is the absolute truth. And of course, whether it's your next live event, Do It All Entertainment's got everything covered for you. All you got to do is email us at info@doitallentertainment.com. Mention the Metro Icon Podcast. You might just get a deal off your package. And then, of course, with your next media production, hit up DIA Media Productions at diamediapro@gmail.com. And whether it's your next podcast or whatever it is, definitely hit us up. And with DIA Media, you can always get in touch with my guy Fuad, who is in charge of editing all of my episodes. He is a real one, and he's the main reason why I'm able to get these episodes out to you every single week. So this is a very fun episode, talking to this homie Munchiez, all right? He's quite the character, very entertaining conversation, very entertaining guy. Met him through stand-up comedy, but I just wanted to get to know his story, but it's just a very, very fun convo. So go ahead, turn your speakers up. This is my Metro Icon episode with the homie Munchiez.
You can do it all.
You can't.
Do it all, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Metro Icon Podcast. I'm your host, Shawn Kay the Showman of Do It All Entertainment and DIA Media, to bring you this new episode. And you know what we do. We talk about the world of entertainment and media and the icons that live in it. And the guy that I got in here, first episode in the temporary living space. And he's 1/2 short, but we still got to make this. We still had to make this episode come alive, man. This dude is an icon in the making. He is one and only, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Munchiez, everybody.
Ow! What's going on, brother? What's going on, man? What's going on? I'm not used to having the camera in front of me. How you doing?
I know, right?
I'm like Will Ferrell and Talladega Nights. Just like, what do I do with my hand? What am I supposed to do with this?
Just ride and roll, bro. This is what we do,
Yeah.
man. We just ride and roll. How you feeling, Munchiez?
Good, bro. It was a long drive, an hour and a half drive, dude, from Garland.
I appreciate that because I know it's not an easy push coming out
Well,
to Little
dude,
Elm,
to
man.
me, I just put on the radio. Like, I'm used to driving an hour. That 30 minutes was just a little extra. I had some sun on my back. It was good, bro.
Yeah, so you feel good?
Yeah, I'm relaxed.
I'm sure you were like, you had the windows down. You were really meditating on
Oh,
the
yeah,
way here and
yeah.
stuff to get you right.
I was
and
doing
ready.
some Cheech and Chong stuff, you know.
Cheech and Chong stuff. Who knows what that is? We'll see. So Munchiez has his own show with the other guy that was supposed to come through, Dante. Unfortunately, though, the traffic life caught Dante
Yeah,
up, so he
yeah.
couldn't come through today. But Munchiez is here, and Munchiez and Dante has a very funny podcast show called The Gypsy and the Hippie.
Radio.
And so I got the hippie right here.
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
Yeah.
What's up?
One thing I do love about that name, though, is that I feel like either one of you could be the
Oh.
gypsy or the hippie.
You know what? And we sat down one day, we were like drinking and shit, and we started talking. We're like, yeah, dude, I also moved around a lot. And he was like, so who is the gypsy and the hippie? And I was like, yeah, dude, who knows? But it does fit both ways. And my sister actually called us out on that, because on our profile picture of the
Yeah.
gypsy and the hippie, I'm on the left and he's on the right. And my sister was like, so are you the gypsy? I was like, no, it's reversed. It's like, well, it's confusing because the pictures are
Because
are
with
flipped.
the title, yeah.
So
Everyone reads left to right.
yeah, but it's not the first time we gotten that. Like who's who? I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
Yeah,
But-
I could see you as that. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it
mean,
fits.
and again, it works because it's like, again, either one of you could be the gypsy or hippie. So I think that it's like a good
Yeah.
balance for both of you guys. How's the podcast radio show? How's it going?
Dude, it's awesome. Last episode I got a little shit can. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry to all the listeners.
No, I mean, you can say what you want, bro.
Yeah.
This is we can talk about anything.
Yeah, no, but dude, it's been a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah.
Since the first episode to the 13th or 14th episode that we have, dude, it's grown a lot, gotten better, and really, it's more for us just to have fun. You
Yeah,
know?
This is the exact reason why I have my show. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Like we might not have a lot of listeners, but dude, we're having a blast when we're right there. We're just chilling, dude. It's awesome when you can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as we're recording this episode, actually, I'll have Tony Cruz's episode that I
Oh,
sat down with him.
yeah.
And I did listen to Tony's open mic podcast,
Right.
and he had you and Dante both on the show.
That was wild.
And that was over 2 hours. If you guys want to hear like almost 2 hours of the most extroverted gas ever pushed out into a microphone and radio waves, the most amount of burping
Oh
and
my
farting
God.
that I've ever heard.
That was embarrassing, dude. Dude, when I walked into Tony's a man cave, I just felt like a fucking man. I was like, all right, yeah, there's some farts and some burps are gonna go happen right here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to the spot, man.
Dude, I love his voice. It's so soothing. I go to sleep listening to Tony, dude.
Tony has a very distinctive voice, you
Yeah.
know, and so I agree with you on that. And when he came on my show, you'll see. I mean, maybe you'll see the episode when it comes out and stuff. But he was definitely a fun character because Tony doesn't have. I guess you guys are both comedians. I mean,
Right.
we know each other through the comedy scene.
Air quotes.
I mean, we're actively working.
Right,
at it,
right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? And so like Tony doesn't have anything as far as like any type of accolades of like, oh, I've done this or have this under my belt. Like he's really, I think, figuring out the wave like most comedians
Yeah, dude.
are in this scene.
I just jumped into it, and that's what he did. It seems like that's what he did, dude.
Yeah.
And fucking hilarious, dude, bro.
Yeah. How's the because how long have you been doing comedy?
Running up probably like a year, 10 months to a year, dude.
Oh, so you haven't hit your 1 year mark?
I think I'm there. I don't have the exact time, the exact month that I started, but
Damn.
I'm pretty much there.
I knew
dude.
the exact date when I started. So
Really?
I knew where my 1 year was gonna come. and
Nice,
stuff.
nice.
That was a big deal for me.
I have a video of my very first open mic,
Yeah.
so I know if I just go back to it and check the date, it'll be right there. But I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, eh.
You know, you don't want to go after like the fine details and shit. You're just like, man,
Yeah.
I can work off guesstimates. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
But
Can you get it done? Yes, I can get it
Yeah.
done. How? I don't know.
Yeah, you figure it out by the way. And
Yeah.
I think that's like what's special about your comedy, man, is that like it's like I think it's become very off the cuff more now than it has been before.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to get better.
Yeah.
Now that I'm seeing, okay,
I hope so.
Yeah.
After all this stuff, right? Like,
exactly, right.
gotta say
And
the
that,
same.
it's funny to say that because I look at like the first almost 6 months of my comedy is like almost a waste.
yeah.
Because I really wasn't honing into the skill or how I should do it. And now in these last 4 months, I was like, oh, this is how I got to do it. Now, okay, boom, 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 get it done. And now I just feel like I'm starting to grow more in as a comedian.
Yeah,
You know what
I
mean?
think that like your strength though is like your natural dialogue is just funny. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the way you engage and the shit that you have to say,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a natural comedic flair. So
Yeah, I don't try. I just do it, bro.
Yeah.
So like, if I don't know, I'm just fluid, and I get that a lot. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, you're just your stage presence, you know, or the mannerisms that you do. You're fucking wild. It's like, that's just what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm fucking hyped.
Yeah. I mean, we all get hyped once
Yeah.
we see you around the scene, dog.
Yeah.
And I know that it's not easy for you also to come out to a lot of the open mics and stuff because you do have that day job.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, these past, I think these 2 weeks, it's been a little slow.
Okay.
So I've been chilling. And
Okay.
I've been hitting these mics, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Are you gonna hit? You're not hitting up a mic tonight?
I'm not sure on the night, bro. I know
Yeah.
tomorrow I'm gonna hit up Noah Sharks that on the
Yeah.
DCC. Are you gonna be there?
I might try and check that out. I was trying to because I have to leave Friday morning for a wedding in Chicago.
Right.
So like because I do Lyft on the side, and so
Right,
Lyft
right.
has like these different like bonuses and challenges. So I'm trying to hit this challenge just so I can get this bonus.
Hey, you gotta
before-
get that bag, bro.
Yeah.
You
I'm
gotta
all
get
about
that
the. I'm
bag.
big on the grind right now. I mean, the whole reason why I'm in this temporary spot is just save money.
Dude, if
for
I
the-
grinded like you, that would be badass. As soon as I drove in here, my credit score went up and shit. So I was like, what the fuck? I live in the back of somebody's garage, basically. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this temporary spot, really?
It's like-
So is mine.
and you get the notification from Credit Karma like
Yeah.
you've driven out of Garland. You've earned 9 points on your credit
Yeah,
score.
then when I pulled into your driveway, there was a couple walking this
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
And I pulled in so ghetto and just whipped it, dude. They just like scooted back.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what the fuck? And you were like, no, it's cool. He's with me. He's
the
with
funny
me.
thing is that you also parked your big ass Suburban in like the smallest space where the two mailboxes are. And I'm like, he's trying to get out and the mailbox is right there. I'm
No.
like, yo, man, why don't you just go on the other side of this driveway?
No, wait. When you had that thought, I had that simultaneous thought. I was like, he's probably thinking, what the hell am I doing? I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna just move forward. I was like, I'm gonna keep doing what I was gonna do. I'm not gonna let his mind fucking telekinesis me or however you call it. You know.
Either way, I spoke the truth into existence.
Oh yeah. I was like, if he's gonna say it, he's gonna say it. Then I'll do it. But if he's
the
not,
funny thing is, though, even after I told you, you're just like,
I was like, I fucking know it. This motherfucker.
damn it. Well, shit, man. So, do you have any outside? Well, I guess outside of the 420 show.
No, dude.
Tomorrow night, you don't have any shows coming
No,
up?
I have on a 421 at the guest house. TJ Evans is hosting
okay.
that.
In Satchsea?
Dude, I'm not sure exactly. I don't know
I
exactly.
think it's like every third Friday or Saturday or something.
Yeah,
like
then it must be, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm fucking horrible, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, as long as you show up, that's like the
I'm
biggest-
here.
You're here,
Not
bro.
like this asshole that didn't
I know,
show
this-
up.
this
It's just on video, just put a black blob
Yeah.
and a question
Try
mark.
and photo impose like Dante's like mustache. I just put just his mustache and just have it just chill
But
right
you
there.
have to do something where it's just a still image of him. You
Yeah.
know, it's like easy work. You got to do it.
Yeah,
Fucking dick.
I will say this about Dante. So you're familiar with Michael Henry? He's like the white boy that raps and stuff.
Oh
So
yeah.
we were shooting his music videos last Thursday, and so Dante came through as one of the actors and talents for like the big scene for one of his songs.
Right.
And so Dante, man, I gotta say, was like probably one of the funniest like actors and goofs and characters.
Well, because he's so stiff.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, he was loose.
Really?
Man. Yeah, dude, he was loose. He was having. I even have a video. Oh, it's on my phone. I'll show you at the break. But I have this video, and it's like hilarious, dude. Like him just like going in, but it's just he's just goofy. It's like a goofy demeanor.
Yeah,
You know, a
dude.
guy of his character probably doesn't rock with like a lot of hip hop songs. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, but he's there getting it.
Yeah, again, it's like he's bringing still a lot of.
Is
like,
he
flair.
was he that white guy at a like a Indian wedding or at a black people's wedding dancing all shit all fucking funky?
Sure.
Yeah?
I mean, I could see Dante being that character at a wedding. As many weddings as I do, I could totally see Dante being that character
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
funny.
Do you attend a lot of weddings? Have you been that the guy?
No, dude.
What
not
kind
really.
of character would you be at like the non outside of
Oh,
your culture
well,
wedding?
okay. Well, okay. Not in
Like,
my family.
Yeah, like
oh,
not
dude,
like a
I'm gonna have,
non-Mexican wedding.
oh, dude, I'm gonna have fun, dude.
Yeah,
Get some
dude.
tequila in me, dude. I'm gonna be wild.
Well, I'll tell you this.
I bring the energy, bro. I
I'll
bring
tell
the
you
energy.
this. So next Saturday, I am doing an Indian wedding in Dallas.
Oh, you're not.
So if you wanted to come as like my little like shadow, you hang out by the booth, but you can
Yeah.
see how an Indian wedding goes down
What?
and have some fun, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
hell yeah, dude. Is there some drinks? Hell yeah.
It's an open bar. bro.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah.
My
You
people
could have
drink.
started with that.
Which
We're good. We're
say
good.
Less, say less. Say less. Yeah, I mean, like, and I kind of feel bad because I'm like, I mean, I'm on a little bit of a time crunch and stuff because I picked up a gig, but I usually do have a drink. So on my second
no,
drink,
you're
I'll
good, bro.
make sure to pour you my drink because I have a signature drink that I have.
Oh,
on
nice.
this
Hell
and
yeah.
stuff. If
So
you're a
you-
bourbon guy,
Dude, really, I'm an anything guy.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I like ranch waters, but when it's free, if you do have ranch water, I'll take
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
When it's free, I'm not gonna say no.
You're not gonna deny it.
No, I'm
I
not.
feel that. I feel that. I mean, so you let's talk a little bit about this day job and stuff because you work in construction
Yes, sir.
and
Excavation.
or excavation.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, and it's you digging dirt. You digging and pushing dirt.
Yeah,
right?
basically.
And like I'll say that if you guys follow Munchiez on his social media, his greatest posts are his morning inspiration
I have a few.
quotes that go out there. Like, well, I mean, it's like I wouldn't even call it quotes. It's just kind of like your feel for the day type of shit.
It just, I was just like, oh, I'm thinking this. Click.
Yeah, but sometimes like what I love about it is that you don't have no idea what the fuck you want to say. You're just gonna like record a video and see
Yeah.
what comes up, and you're just like recording the video, and you're just not even on you. You're like filming dirt, like as you're driving
Yeah,
around.
yeah. I'm not interesting. I think dirt is more interesting.
That's where you're wrong, Munchies. You are
Stop.
you're very interesting.
I don't want to be that guy. Just like this. No, it's just.
But I think it's like though like people would get the feel though seeing you deliver what you're trying to say.
Right.
So I mean, just
I'll ease into it.
you know,
what I
just a
mean?
little thought process. But I just love it, like, because some of the shit you're just driving, you're like, man, I want people to just think about fuck.
I love it.
I don't fucking know, man.
Boom, video, dude. That's it. Yeah.
That's it. And you're like,
that's gold.
and you're the guy where you're like, I'm doing this in one take or not at all. Like you could tell that you're like, I'm not all like, oh, let me redo it.
I think
can
I only
say it
have the last one or two. Maybe I retook a little bit.
Oh, you
but
did?
the other ones, dude, just all first take. Fuck it, go.
Yeah,
You
dude.
know, it's
So
like-
so right now the excavation business is a little bit slow.
well, at least for where I'm at, and I'm not gonna call them out. But that's why they say, save up 3-6 months ahead of time, for those
Yeah.
slowdowns. So
Yeah,
I've been chill. Haven't been like like I was just making fun of the guys on the group chat because they're all fucking arguing. The ones that aren't down, it's like, hey, how do I get on the working list? I was like, well, I don't know. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not even tripping on it, but whatever. And then because it's a California-based company that's here in Texas.
Yeah.
And one of the Texas guys was like, "Oh, you gotta be from California." And then one of the California guys that wasn't working either, he was like, "Bro, don't start that." It's like we're right here in the
It's
same
like
place.
we're suffering on the same wavelength, dog. Like, don't even try and play this bullshit.
Yeah.
Because Texas people like especially California and New York. You know what I mean? Like that was one thing that I felt really grateful for being from Chicago. Because like when you tell especially Texans, they know I'm not Texas born and raised, right? And so telling them I'm from Chicago, it's like only love.
Yeah,
But
like I'd rather have somebody from Chicago than somebody from fucking
California, New York,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Because I mean, if you actually know the reason, like they've actually like not ruined the market, they made it better, but in a sense, they've brought in so much like money that like it has inflated so many different things.
It made the levels
Yeah.
just go like that.
Yeah,
you know
so
what
it's
I mean?
like, especially like the real estate market, that's like the one thing that, blew up in DFW. And a lot of it is because like these people from New York and California are like able to sell their homes and like buy homes cash.
It's
out
not like
here.
people from Chicago could do that.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're still paying a mortgage after we paid that mortgage out here.
Shit.
So, but I mean, either way, it's kind of like, I mean, the DFW, one thing I knew about being here is that there's just nothing but opportunity.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting to hear that
Oh
excavation
no,
industry
dude.
is slowing down.
I had one of my friends call me. He works at a different company. He was like, "Well, what the fuck you doing, man? Off for 2 weeks?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm on vacay." I was like,
Yeah,
if I
sure.
wanted to, I could have called somebody the first day I found out that, hey, you're not working. I could have went somewhere else.
Yeah.
There's multiple companies, but I've been big chilling, dude.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, everyone needs a breather.
Yeah, and dude,
Yeah.
I've been enjoying it, dude. These
Yeah.
past 2 weeks, bro, like 2.5 weeks, I've been enjoying it so much.
And you got a bit of an entrepreneurial side. to
Yeah,
it, too,
of course.
Little side hustles
I'm
and
big
shit.
chilling. I'm
Yeah,
big chilling.
man, you got football. If one blocks go down, bro, it's like you know how to fill them gaps.
I just gotta slow down with the other one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And there's plenty in your life that you take that I'm sure slows you down just enough.
Oh
you know?
yeah, definitely. I don't like anything that speeds me up anymore, dude.
Okay.
When you take life real fast and just boom, 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 it just hits you, and you get more depressed, more stressed out, and that's with anything, with how you're taking life or what you're intaking in your body. You know what I mean? So, dude, my thing for everybody is just relax.
Yeah.
Just chill, slow down.
I feel that too because it's like I did, I worked the corporate game and stuff like that coming out of college and then was being in entertainment before I went full time and then having to manage like my like gigs and all that kind of stuff, then having to work 5 days a week with a typical 9 to 5.
But at that, you're proof that when you're going fast, if you're doing it right, you could get somewhere.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But like but to kind of go off what you were saying that like I didn't have a lot of like that internal peace. Like I was doing well, making money wise.
Copy.
But it was like at the same time too is that like I knew that I wouldn't be able to start a business and be able to make full-time money if I'm only putting part-time effort into it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I had to go in full like
it's a give and take, dude.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a give and take.
And it's a lot, and especially when you go into business for yourself, man, it's a lot of compromise.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've never really been in like I've had times where I'm like, man, I'm like I got mad gigs and money's coming in really well, but then and then
it's
like
this fucking circle, bro. It's
a circle.
It's a circle.
You ever watching How Pronouncing Chuck and Larry? Yeah, it's like these two guys. It's not like a triangle. A triangle got corner.
As soon as you said it with the voice, I was like, "Oh, this motherfucker!"
Yeah, it's a circle.
Well, I've explained that to my mom and other people. Like stress, happiness, everything. Everything's this fucking circle.
It's all a balance.
Yeah,
man.
dude. It's gonna come back.
Yeah,
and it's gonna go away.
So I mean, like again, I manage my like hustles the way I need to now.
Yeah.
But it's nice, man, because again, like I'm at a better realm of peace.
Right.
And it's like the way I see it is that like as long as I'm not drowning and I'm able to keep my head above water, like I'll consider that a blessing because sooner
you're doing it more your pace.
Yeah,
sooner
or later, like the water's gonna feel shallow and I'm gonna have freedom to be able to
Yeah.
do more of what I want. But now it's kind of like I'm trying to keep things in order. But we'll see what happens when the Beyonce and them 3 kids move down here and stuff. I know my responsibilities about to be stupid.
Yeah, dude, you wild, bro.
Listen, dude, I make choices. That's what I tell people.
Hey.
So wait, so remind me, how old are you again?
I am 30, dude.
You are 30.
Yeah.
You are 30.
If I would have shaved, it wouldn't. You probably wouldn't even notice.
Yeah, you got with a little bit of that shadow like patches and stuff. Like you do look a lot younger. Like you're still growing it in.
Nice.
I'm sure though, if you grew it out, would you ever like? Because you have.
Oh,
long
dude,
hair.
I'll show you a picture of when I had like a full beard. It was still patchy, but it was full. Like there was a patch here, but it was still there.
It was patchy, but it was like this fullest potential.
And
right?
dude, I looked rough, bro. And that was a picture from when I was like 25.
Yeah.
So my hair was still probably like to my shoulders, dude. But I looked rough. Like I looked old. It's like I'll show you, bro.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
I want to. You're born and raised in Texas?
No, I was born in Mexico, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I did hear that on the podcast. You said I think you made the trip twice.
I believe it was 3 times, but I know it's 2 through the river.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. I remember one time going through the river. I was fucking like 4 years old, doing that whole shit, bro. Like getting on my mom's lap, being on the tire, just to float across the river with my uncle and like 2-3 other coyotes, just fucking crossing.
That's wild.
Yeah, I remember being in the tree line, just fucking ducked off, and I remember the suspense, bro.
Yeah,
like this is wild. Like,
yeah.
What are we doing here?
yeah. I mean, it's got to be a little bit scary too at that age.
Yeah, dude. because you at that age you don't know what's going on, but
Yeah.
you know like okay, like something's going on.
Right.
It's not normal. We're fucking hiding. We're fucking walking long distances.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
are we
yeah.
on this train? What the hell? I know the first time that I don't remember I was a little baby. I almost died on the train, dude. In the train carts full of feed.
Oh wow. Oh,
Yeah.
so you were like in like one of the cargo.
Yeah. One of those.
Yeah,
One of those.
yeah.
My bun keeps pushing the,
Yeah.
the headphones back.
You
It's
could
just
always keep it above the bun or in
Yeah,
front of the bun maybe.
Yeah, you know
That
what?
that
I do that when I
There,
game.
there we go. There we
Yeah,
go.
that okay. Yeah. See, but on my headphones I have a strap, so
Simple
I put it.
suggestions, dude. It's just simple suggestions to make your
I'm
life.
open. I'm open.
Yeah, I love that you came in because I was curious too. Because I know that the one thing that I do that drives you nuts is whenever you wear the bun.
Asshole.
Yeah, you'll always wear the bun, and then like you'll be just in a moment. I'll just go and just pop my
I
finger
was
in the
like,
middle of the bun.
it's-
I'm like, and you'd be like, man.
But you know what? It's like you know what? Like one of my cousins. You know that's who you are. You know, one of my cousins like I fucking love you. Like, well, fuck you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was like-
it's a love thing.
I know for a fact that like it does like he's like I know for a fact he doesn't hate it, but he does have a love and respect for me that like he's like it won't as long as it's not excessive he might not he won't throw blows.
Yeah, yo, I'll let you every now and then, just
Yeah.
a little dab, you know.
Yeah. But like I remember right when you came out of your car, I'm like, nice bun, bro. I'm like, he's like, you motherfucker, don't even think.
Because the whole way down, you're like 30 minutes. I had an hour and a half to think.
Yeah.
And as a comic, you do a lot of thinking, bro. You know what I mean? So at least for 30 minutes, I was like, oh, that motherfucker, I hope he doesn't touch my butt. I hope I'm not sitting next to him because I know he's going to fucking reach. You know, now I have to just, come on. You had to get it out,
It
bro.
feels so good.
It's,
It feels like where my finger's supposed to be.
dude, I had dudes' girlfriends where like they come in together as a couple. It's like, hey, my girl's got a question, you know, and they're drinking, bro. She's like, can I touch your bun? And I'm just like, what? What the fuck? Yeah, I guess, you know, but it's just weird.
If it's a couple, you should tell them, be like, as long as you both do it at the same time, you know?
You know what?
Have the dude put his hand on your ass while the girl.
Hey,
both
whoa!
buns.
Why does that have to be my ass? Why can't it be my
Both
crotch?
buns, bro. Both buns being touched.
I'm more of a top myself. You know what I mean?
Shit, well.
Let's circle back to the the train cart. That's for when Dante comes.
Yeah,
back.
so you say so how did you almost die on the train car?
Well, I love it. I love this. So the story is, my mom's probably like 17, 18, you know, and she's with her brother, my uncle. We're in this train car full of feed, and we got in through the top, bro, and that's the only thing that's open. And we had 2 jugs of water and my can of milk, and that's all we brought, dude. And the only thing that kept us alive from breathing was that can of milk just being on top of that lid, just fucking being right there, bro.
No shit.
Yeah, and whenever I got hungry or whatever, you know, my uncle would just hold it, put the fucking water in the teta, in the bottle,
Yeah.
shake it up, put that can of milk right back, dude.
Damn.
That's the story. And
Dude, that's like such a struggle, like, you know, like struggle just of survival,
well,
you know what I mean?
I'm trying to make a bit because during that whole time we're in feed, and in that feed, dude, there's a bunch of bugs. There's chiggers, there's fucking mites, there's everything. And me being almost a fucking newborn, dude, I'm fresh fucking blood. You know, sorry for cussing a lot.
No, you're good, dude.
I'm
You're
fresh
good,
blood.
bro.
I'm fresh meat, dude.
Yeah.
So when we got out of that, the guy that was crossing us, he got us lost, you know. But he was still there with us.
Damn coyote.
Yeah.
The dude that had one job.
Yeah,
just
got
get
us
you there.
lost. Yeah. Something happened. We got separated and all that. But I was supposedly all red and like bites and
Yeah.
like just fucking in bulges.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, I'm trying to make a joke where I'm just like, yeah. So I'm on the way down here, dude. I almost freaking died in the train car. I'm just looking at my mom getting bit up by all these bugs. And I'm just like, really? Is this how I'm gonna go?
Yeah.
Is this how I'm gonna pass? You know?
It's like sepsis or some some crazy rare ass disease.
Yeah.
Like, you won't just get me West Nile trying to get me in this fucking
Yeah,
like
right.
the states and shit. So I gotta ask, and I mean, I guess if you're uncomfortable admitting this or not, are you a citizen?
No. I have my foot in. The United States owns my ass.
Yeah,
I have my
yeah.
DACA, my dream card.
So that's because my fiance, she's, you know, similar situation. I mean, she only crossed once, but she came when she was like 9.
Right.
And I mean, she's never gone back to Mexico, but she was a DACA recipient. But
That's what I am.
But I know that DACA got eliminated when Trump was in office.
And he reinstated, and now I think it is where only I think we got grandfathered in. The people who have DACA right now or had it during that period are good. And
yeah, so it was different. It's different with my fiance because
really,
yeah, like it
shouldn't
almost
get grandfathered in.
No, well, I mean, here's the wild part too is like learning essentially the immigration rules and how they apply depending on what country you're from and
Or how you came.
Yeah, and how much harder it actually is for Mexicans than it is for like most people around the world.
Yeah.
Because like I know a lot of Indian people, or like even for
I have my uncle as we speak. He's trying to. That's fucked up.
Hopefully, got a coyote who knows where he's going. Shit.
Oh no, he has a punch card for every 4 punches. He gets a free one.
Jesus.
So
the coyote punch card, bro. God damn.
that's just another bit I'm working on. Bro.
I mean, work it out. There's something there. There's something there. But I mean, I just can't imagine though that life of stress. I mean, I know that it's like, and then also like, that immigration, like the division was like cut by like, I don't know, like 80% or some crazy. So like her status like pretty much got thrown into limbo. And so she had to pretty much go now on another program, which hopefully she should be all good to go before she moves out here into May.
I hate the immigration system, dude, so much.
But it's like, but what I was saying is that it's what, like, I know so many like Indian people that are like anchor babies, where like their parents came here on like a temporary visa, but they had a kid in the States and they got automatic, you know what I'm saying? They got automatic citizenship, and she's had 3 kids in the States and it didn't apply to her.
Oh yeah, I think they set in that rule when Trump came in or something like that.
Like, or I know, I mean, it's been for a minute. Like,
really?
It's just never, like the anchor baby law does not apply.
That is so wild.
Yeah, isn't it fucked?
Yeah.
Like, cause it's like, I mean, and again, I guess if that was the case, so many illegal Mexicans would just be coming, be like fucking and just having babies.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's why we got the punch card.
Yeah. I would like to see the punch card.
For every 3 times you come in, you get a 4th one free.
So I think part of the bit is that you actually make the punch card and just like make 3 punches, but have it with you, so you pull it out. So like 2 more, and I get a free crossing.
I'm working on it. Dude, like, whoa, but I got this.
So, well, shit. So, well, actually, what we're gonna do, I mean, because I know that we're having a lot of fun. What we're gonna do right now, we're gonna take a short break so you guys can take advantage of these amazing offers from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our next segment with my guy Munchiez.
Ow.
All right, and we're back with our next segment with my guy Munchiez for the rest of us. And
the way you say it.
Listen, bro, and I had to pour you a glass. All right, so this is Evan Williams honey bourbon, bro, because I'm an old fashioned man.
That's that honey in there.
Yeah, that honey bourbon, bro. It is honestly like I'm saying their bottle so many times in so many of my episodes.
Really?
I want them to sponsor me. Honey, Evan Williams, sponsor me,
It's
bro.
the same thing with Gypsy and the Hippie Radio. We want that Chuli sponsor, bro.
Chuli. What's Chuli?
The seltzer.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've never had
Really?
it. Yeah,
What? See, that's why you gotta listen to my show.
I mean, I've listened to the show. I guess I'm just like hearing the gas and just like, all right, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, bro.
So man, so you are a dreamer living in these United States. You are making the grind happen. You're bringing the funnies to the world. Yeah. What's on the horizons for Munchiez, man? What are you ultimately trying to make happen for yourself?
Dude, that's a very good question, because that's a hard question, because everybody's gonna be like, oh, I want this. Oh, I want to be at this height. I want to achieve. I want to be the greatest comedian and all that. I just want to be fucking happy, bro.
Dude, that's real. I mean, that's like a very real thing, because like I think a lot of people equate that, the only way to be happy or level of success is like a financial return that is like where they're able to just do and live life however they want.
Yeah.
And I believe that, and I can tell you that with certainty that like, doing what I do for a living full time in entertainment and media, there's a lot of people that have very good jobs, make very, very good money, and they look at me and they're like, dude, I wish that I lived my life in a realm of happiness like you do.
Because you did everything just what makes you happy.
Yeah.
You know, and
well, I made that decision. It's it's really about making that leap. And I get it. We live in a world where like you have to make a practical decision.
and that sucks, doesn't it? It's like if you're not doing this, then you suck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Or you're just not able to provide. It's like one thing where like if you you're single, you're young, and you don't have any like dependencies, it's like you can fuck around a little bit more and it's not as big of a deal. Like I'm about to be in a household there are dependencies. And even though, my fiance, that from the very jump, she's like, no, I'm gonna need no man to help take care of my kids. Those are my kids.
I mean, that dude, that's like,
I was like, I might say less, but like she definitely is like, I mean, I know that I'm going to be contributing a lot to, cover things for them and be there for them and stuff. And I have a very unique relationship with him, and especially her son. He's 15. He's already licensed through USA Boxing.
No shit.
To compete.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
The boy is crazy. So like right now is like, now, as a showman, I have my performance and I have my gigs and all that kind of stuff, but I'm really loving the world of becoming a show producer. Cause I'm like, I always thought like, okay, after 40, I would love to become like a professional announcer, like outside of just, cause I am an MC. But like being like an announcer for a boxing match,
dude, that would be fucking late. You see, because you have your goals for your it's almost like a time frame. Yeah, like, this is what I'm gonna do for this time.
Those are 5-10-year goals.
So for right now, like you were asking, like for right now, for these 5 years, but because I started comedy basically at 30, is dude make it as high as I can in the comedy realm. And after that, if I didn't achieve what I want, I'm gonna do what I've always been saying. I'm gonna get it. Have my family, get a house, all that bullshit, that's what I want. Right now, I'm focusing on me, and I'm having fun doing this comedy thing. So I'm gonna try to reach as far as I can with it.
Yeah.
And I'm not always going 100% at it. I'm not.
Yeah.
Because the way I live my life is just, I'm just going and shit will. As long as you're doing something,
they'll fall in place.
Yeah, as long as you're doing something, they're gonna fall into place. Bro.
Right. At the right time.
And I don't like rushing shit or putting pressure on myself because then that's when I'm like, ugh, I get stressed out and depressed. I was like, dude, holy shit.
It's good, right?
Yeah. Because I'm tingly.
You're getting all the feelings. You're getting your feelings.
You see that? I'm like,
Well, one thing I do want to talk about, because I have heard you mention this and talk about this in your previous episodes, also on Tony's Open Mic podcast. But you also are a product of addiction, and you've had. Obviously, I think you have addiction to much more safer vices.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. It was a whole lot worse back then.
Yeah.
And I've been open about that.
Yeah, and I think that's that right there is like that's something is a common struggle that people are facing now. We're coming off very tough times,
and especially if you don't have somebody to help you realize, like, hey, dude, you're fucking addicted, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or like to myself, I had to tell myself, it's like, dude, like something's not right. You know what I mean? And that's even with any addiction. Even just because it's weed doesn't mean you're not gonna get addicted. It's also
a mental addiction.
Yeah, it's a mental addiction.
You won't have physical cravings, but you'll have mental cravings.
Yeah, exactly. So, dude, once I realized that, and I had somebody help me realize that, dude, I've been.
Yeah. So, what was that timeline like? When was it when your addiction was like really at that point?
Man, it wasn't like, dude, because I've done a lot. We were talking about right now. We're talking about, I think, the weed.
Well, no, I'm talking about. Because that's I think more still part of your everyday, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about when you were in
way
the
back
hard,
then. We're talking about that. Dude, the way I did that, I always did it in pauses. I always went hard for like 3 or 4 months. And I would take a break and then take a pause, and I'll get back on it 3 or 4 months. And then as I started getting older, I started with Xanax. Xanax was in high school, dude. I was really bad on Xanax. And I had conversations with my sister too, like, dude, you were losing it. And I was like, yeah, I was.
Yeah.
But at the time she thought it was just weed, and that's why she hated it. Oh, you're always high. I was like, nah, bro. I was on some shit.
Yeah, you're rolling.
Yeah, exactly. And then really, how did I get out of it? Dude, just having good people around me, dude. I had my mom and all that, and she hated seeing me like that. And eventually I just got tired of it, dude. And the same thing with coke, dude. I used to be at a time where I would fucking be on coke and then doing Xanax.
Yeah.
and then fucking doing whiskey. Speedballing, I used to love speedballing, dude. You're
What exactly is speedballing? 'Cause
speedball is when you do a downer and an upper, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, and my favorite was taking a quarter Xanax, then doing some coke and just drinking Jameson, dude.
Damn.
It was a fun time, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it.
It was highly enjoyable. I do not.
And during that time of my life, it was when it was really getting pretty bad, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, you're bringing back memories. Hell yeah, I'm glad we're talking about this.
Yeah.
During that time, what really stopped me from keep speedballing is one night I was at a bar with a bunch of friends, and at that bar there's a volleyball court, and there was a bunch of friends playing volleyball, a bunch of ladies playing volleyball, and I'm fucking lit. I'm feeling like Superman. I don't feel anything, bro. I'm just like, yeah.
It's like you know those like montages they do in movies where like somebody's like super messed up or on like drugs, and they see like if from their perspective they just see them like doing the dopest shit, and then they show like the room and they're like
yeah. But no, because that wasn't me, because I'll be pulling females. So I wasn't looking bad, because during that time I was single, and
it does help being pretty though.
Yeah, exactly. If I was, hey, thank you. I had hair. I was working out a little bit,
Yeah.
So that did help. If I was ugly, that would have been a bad addiction. It was not a pretty addiction.
It was not a let's call it a productive one. It wasn't.
I love the way you said that. You see, what we take from this is if you're handsome and good looking, you can have an addiction.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
And the end result is still just as fun.
But if you're ugly and just don't go
yeah,
there.
what are you doing?
Exactly. You're just a drug addict.
Stay in school, bro. Stay in school.
Yeah. But no, so they were playing volleyball. A bunch of my friends and ladies were playing volleyball, dude, and I was watching. And one of the volleyballs went over the fence, and everybody's like, we have one more. So they kept playing, and then that volleyball went over the fence, and then the party just started dying down. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, is nobody gonna get the volleyball? And I was like, nobody's gonna go get it. I'll go get it. But it was a 12-foot fence, bro. It was nice fence, and I was like, I can make that. You know what I mean? So I made it over. I was just like, hey guys, yeah, I'll go get it. I was fucked, bro. I jumped over the fence, and the first time when I landed, I felt a little tingle in my butthole. It got a little white. It's like a little cold.
I'm thinking like, I rolled my ankle, bro.
No, wait, no. I jumped back. But the first time when I jumped, because I had to get the balls and I had to jump back. The first time over, or I vaulted, as fucking Dante would say, I felt a little tingle in my butthole. I was like, whatever. You know what I mean? So, and then I jumped back, and when I jumped back, I didn't bend my knees, bro. So I fucking just
like straight leg. Ooh.
Yeah, I just straight leg, and I was wearing boots, bro.
Damn.
And from a distance, it was one of my friends, Tatiana, and then my brother, and then my homeboy Chino. The chick, she was just like, ooh, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
And it did. Because as soon as I hit, I was just like, oh, I was like, that did not feel good. Like my ankles and my shins, dude.
Yeah.
The back tendon, I don't know what the fuck that's called.
Oh yeah, like behind your knee.
Yeah. All that, just like, you could just feel it. And then I took 2 steps, and I was like, oh my God, I'm fucked. But thank God I was feeling like, I was speedballing that night,
you
bro.
were like numb from the pain.
I knew it was there, but it was so bad that I could barely even walk.
Yeah.
When I got to one of my friends, I just leaned on him. I was like, dude, take me to a stool.
Yeah.
And I was on the stool still trying to pull ladies, bro. Like, my feet were just dangling and hangling. And there was girls passing by. You could just imagine my feet just hanging. I was like, hey, what's up? You want to come over here? Let's talk.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you come over here. I was like, I can't. And then after that, I was out of work for like 3 months, bro. I was in a wheelchair for like a month and a half, grinding walker for another month. And then after that, I had to get better because I had a rave festival to go to. It was a 2-day event, and I wasn't gonna miss that. And I'm not gonna be the asshole in a wheelchair. So
I mean, you can be though, because I know there's a homie that I know from Chicago.
Yeah.
We called him Rollin' Rick.
I can just imagine why.
Yeah, and like, I mean, dude, this dude was known though for going to music festivals and crowd surfing in his wheelchair.
Oh, it's dope.
And he's known for it, like been on TMZ.
Really?
Yeah, a
Oh,
lot of
that's sick.
publications
That's
as
sick.
like this guy, like, oh, wheelchair homie, like is crowd surfing
That's
at
sick.
this
That's
like
sick.
concert and music. So like he was known for it. So if you end up in the wheelchair, don't count it out, bro. It can still
Yeah, well, we took the wheelchair, but you had to sign up beforehand and all that. So, dude, I was walking in pain, bro, until I started taking Xanax. I mean, not Xanax. Ecstasy. Xanax. I started taking Xanax like 7. When did I almost break my legs? It's probably like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, around there.
So right around where you were like 25 or so, 24, 25?
24, yeah, 25. And then, are we still gonna talk about addiction? I love talking about addiction. Because after that, I stopped doing coke. I don't like. I do coke every now and then, but I don't buy it.
Yeah.
You know, now I do it probably every 3 months. My brother's like, "Hey," yeah. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna say no,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
not gonna go buy it like I used to. So I haven't done that, thankfully, and I don't crave it at all. I don't crave Xanax. I don't crave coke. But when it's there, fuck it, I do it. But then I got really bad, and this was just fucking like last year, either before. I got real bad on Molly, dude. Oh, I fucking love Molly.
No,
so bad.
Molly is different, something else, Like, and again, that's like one of those things where you have to do it in paces of like whenever you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it can't not be the regular thing. But the one thing I'll say, like, I mean, I'm not big into like, personally, like, I don't do heavy drugs. That's just, I have a fair amount in
If you do
safe
it,
vices
if you
that-
do them right,
Yeah.
and don't do them on a fucking regular, bro.
Yeah, but I also I've had 3 friends, or I say like 3 people I've known fairly well, that actually died from doing coke just because they were laced
Yeah.
with fentanyl, and
That
it's like,
sucks, bro.
and like knowing that like it takes 1/27th of the size of a penny of fentanyl to like kill you, you know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things where it's like, man, that's just not a risk I'm willing to take. But again, it's like, to each their own, and
Yeah.
again, it's like you're gonna work with whatever consequences that come from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
willing to like be at terms of whatever's gonna come from
Yeah,
this
yeah,
and
yeah.
what can possibly happen, then it is what it is, you
Yeah.
know? But like, personally, I just thought the conversation would be good because, it's,
It's something to talk about, bro.
yeah, I mean,
Because-
there's a learning curve for a lot of people that are currently probably dealing
Yeah,
with
I'm
it.
just glad I had that voice to be able to say no, dude.
Yeah.
Because there was times where I could have just kept going, and that's just straight up fucking fact. I could have just kept going. You
Yeah.
know? But luckily, I had people around me that actually loved me, and I didn't just keep going to that fucking into that
Yeah.
void, and that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it while I could, but I'm starting to get to that point where, it's not like that every night. It's
Yeah.
like,
Well, I mean, I think also as anyone enters their 30s, your body just cannot
Oh,
take
yeah,
what you were
dude.
like able to do like
yeah.
in your mid to early 20s.
Yeah, no, fuck no. And dude, I was 29 and I was still rolling balls. After this last year where I was just like going at it hard, dude. I mean, there was a weekend where I bought a whole 1/8 of Molly, dude, and this was so fucking yeah. Sorry, I don't know if we can talk about this shit.
You can talk about whatever, man.
But I bought it for me and my friends, like 4 of our friends. So it's like, hey, we're gonna fucking Molly it up. We're gonna go to because last year I was a real house head. I was hitting up the nightclubs, bro.
Yeah,
Before I
yeah.
became a comedian,
Yeah.
I was at the night scene, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
went festivals, raves. I was that was me,
yeah.
bro. But I bought this 1/8 with a plan. I was like, yeah, dude, fuck it, we're gonna roll balls this weekend. And that weekend, one of my homies ended up getting back with his girlfriend, and then one of my other friends ended up getting with somebody else, and then I was just like, what the? Why am I the only single old dude?
Yeah.
I became that guy, bro.
Yeah.
And then I went home pissed off because I wasn't pissed off because I was rolling. I was happy.
Yeah.
But I ended up doing a whole 1/8 of Molly, dude, by myself.
Holy.
By myself that weekend, and like almost like a quarter of shrooms, bro. I woke up to listening to Mac Miller's Self-Care. That song hit me so hard, bro. If you have heard it.
I'm familiar with the song.
That song hit me so I had it on repeat, bro. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I just after this last festival, Freaky Deaky, I was like, all right, no more rolling.
Yeah.
Because I got to that point where I was like, all right, no.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, either way, I mean, I think my biggest thing is that, you know, people are going to indulge and all that kind of stuff, but sometimes it could get to a growing point.
As you get older, you're stronger to say no. But if you start at an early age, dude, it gets bad.
Yeah.
You know, because
when did it start for you?
oh, dude, I was like 15.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
so pretty
and,
early.
dude. Yeah, I was in high school, fucking sophomore year. I was fucking popping Xanax, doing Seroquels and shit. And it's not because I had bad parents. You know, my mom was single. She was working, doing her thing. I graduated and all that. You know, it was just, it was more of.
Was it your environment? Do you think?
Yeah. And I chose that environment because I was living at before I moved before I got introduced to all the drugs and all that. I was living in Rockwall with my dad, and it was. I'm not saying that I wasn't gonna get introduced to the drugs right there. They were there. But when I got to Mesquite and started living with my mom, it became more open because my mom wasn't there as much as my dad and my stepmom were. You know, it became a single parent home where, hey, I'm working a night shift, so I don't see you, so I'm getting fucked up. Yeah. And that's really what it came down to.
Yeah. I think that, and then I think that there's more inclination for that to happen for a lot of young kids who have like grinding parents, and it's like, you know, they have a home they come to that like, you know, mom and dad are not home, so it's kind of like, you know,
at that age, you know, they can't afford a babysitter. They could barely afford a fucking the housing.
Yeah, right.
I was lucky at that time, dude. I was lucky to have my lights on for four months in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And dude, though that struggle was the happiest time I had in ever, dude. My mom thinks it was bad times. Like, no, dude, it was like the best time I ever had because me, my mom, my sister were more of a family than you know than ever.
Yeah, you know, and you know what, there's something to that because I think that even like I look at my fiance's kids, and you know, it's like, you know, she's been a single mother, the only person really helping to take care of the kids. I mean, and she had like family members that, you know, buy them dinner, everyone, you know, whatever and stuff like. But she took care of those 3 kids, and the one thing I like first meeting them, because it's like I'm the greatest uncle on the planet. You know? Like my nieces, nephews, they all get stupid excited when I'm rolling through. But I mean, it don't mean I like all kids. You know what I mean?
I fucking hate them. My little niece, she made me sad today because I was leaving the house and she was like, we were playing like for 2 hours. Yeah. And she wanted to keep playing hide and seek. I was like, no, I gotta go. Yeah. And when I left, dude, she was at the back fence. She's like, "Don't go, deal Munchiez." I was like, "Oh my fucking god!"
Yo, that little one that's downstairs and stuff. Yo, she's like, even when I was like, "Yeah, my friend is coming. We're gonna do a show." Like she's like, "Can I be on the show?" I'm like, "You can't be on this show." I was like, "Maybe one day we'll do a special one with you."
Yeah, we're talking about shit.
but you know, that was like one thing. Like I only became like our relationship only really became official right after. I met her kids, and I thought meeting her kids was going to be the
breaking point,
the thing that like turned me away. But her kids, you know, they're very happy kids. But the thing is that when you grow up with a life that pretty much just provides you what you need, you're like
that's what it is.
You're grateful for less. You know what I mean? Like there's like, you know, my nieces, you know, my sister, my brother-in-law, they do very well, but they will admit that their kids are pretty spoiled. They're great girls. They're fantastic girls. But
like, come on, like really?
Yeah. But like, you know, they'll be like going around and be like, you're like, yeah, Aji, can you buy this for me? I'm like, listen, I don't got the money like your parents do, all right? Like, it don't work that well, you know. But like again, it's kind of like I can do like less for my fiance's kids, and they would be like more than grateful.
Yeah, because it's when you live like that, dude, and it's the. I think people should go through that to cherish life, because when you live like that, you could be happy with them, like you said, the most littlest fucking things. And at that point, when you're that little, as long as you get a smile on your face, that's all you fucking need, bro. Yeah, you get a 4-piece chicken nugget. Yo, this is McDonald's. What? This isn't ramen noodles. Yo, holy shit.
Yo, ramen is on another tip now too.
Well, like, but back then it wasn't. It's a 30-cent pack.
If you ever want to have some good ramen, go to Costco and get their ramen. Bro.
Really,
dude. Fire. Fire.
Dude, I ate that so much in so many different ways when I was little. I hate seeing those square packs because that was.
So you know what I learned actually growing up, and this actually helped me when I was in college, but like so in those ramen noodle packets, it's actually that small little silver packet of the seasoning is where all the calories are. That small little packet is like. I think like from like it's like somewhere like 1,000 to 1,500 calories.
How?
In just that, like it's like it's crazy. It's like that seasoning packet is actually where all like these unhealthy carbs and calories
That
are
is
coming
crazy.
from. So I learned that like, you can go to like the grocery store and just pick up like, like peanut sauce or Asian sauces or whatever.
Okay.
Just boil the noodles and then just put these sauces on top of that.
What?
Yeah, and dude, it's fire, bro.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like using those square ones, but I do make ramen every now and then. But I just buy like they're like
the cup of
bowls.
noodles?
No. Oh my god, don't even bring those up. Jesus Christ. I used to put cheese in those, melt cheese in there, dude.
That's what Munchiez is.
Like I ate that shit so many different ways. It's like
No, Costco ramen. That's where people gotta get.
I gotta try it out.
Costco ramen is the shit. I mean, yeah, it's in a bowl. It's already in there. It's got like all your veggies and chicken.
But is it dry or is it that still like?
Well, it's frozen.
It's frozen.
It's frozen. You just
Oh,
add
yeah,
water and you microwave it for like 4.5 minutes.
See, the one I get now where it's like it's not frozen. It's still.
Yeah, it's dried.
It's.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
You're thinking about it's dried and you have to like boil it and put it in hot
No.
water.
It's still like squishy and shit.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. We'll just throw that one away.
Yeah. These are shows that are not unedited, so just we go let it ride. But yeah, the squishy ramen.
The squishy ramen.
I don't know what you're talking about. The squishy ramen.
Hey,
So
I'm happy.
yeah. But I mean, you don't have to worry about that lifestyle no more. I mean, you're making your check and able to.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm good.
Yeah. You have to order Raisin Canes now.
No, well, the past week and a half, dude, I've been a big piece of shit, just eating out. But I went to Ollie's, dude. Holy shit, yo, what the hell?
It's delicious.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like it. It's apple juice. Best apple juice ever.
And that's like not mixing it. That's literally just drinking on the rocks. That's why
Wait,
it's so
what?
good. Yeah, that's just drinking on the rocks.
You're lying,
Mhm.
dude. And this whole time I've been drinking. I've been like, what else did he put in it? Is this
No.
like a ginger ale?
Right out the bottle.
Holy shit.
So good.
What?
It's delicious. Yeah. I mean, like, and that's why, because I'm like an old fashioned drinker. So I used to drink Jack Daniel's Honey. That used to be my bottle of choice. But like, then I found this. I'm like, I'll try it out. And it's like $20 cheaper than Jack Daniel's Honey. And I'm like, yo, this is even better and tastes more like an old fashioned.
You
So
see,
this
is why I don't drink when I podcast, because my brain just starts going.
on my show, bro, it's always a testament.
Oh, dude, I'm not happy with our last episode.
Yeah.
But,
What, y'all's?
Yeah, I got blitzed because in the morning I had to handle some business we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And I went to my friend's bar, and it was a Japanese bar. It was some place, right? And she was like, "You want to hang out for a while?" I was like, "Fuck it." It was 11 o'clock, dude. I had 2 ranch waters, and I got to Dante's to go do the pod, and I had like 3 Trulies and then like 4 Busch Lights. I got obliterated.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but like half through the podcast, Dante was like, "Yo, what the hell?" I was like, "Oh yeah, dude, I came drunk already." He was like, "What?" If I would have known, I wouldn't have offered anything. I was just like, "Yeah, things happen."
I mean, am I gonna say no? It's like,
No.
If my preface to this story like would deter you from pouring me a free drink, why would I share that with you? You know what I'm saying?
Right? She's like, "No, give me that." Yeah, but
Shh. Don't say that. Just go. Yes, Dante, I would love a drink. So shit, man. Well, I mean, I'm super happy that you came through, and yeah, and like Dante's like, yo, I'd probably only be there by 7, which like we would have started like.
dude,
now.
when I left my house, I was like, "There's no way he's gonna make that."
Yeah.
You know? I was just waiting for it. I was just like, "When is it coming? When is it coming?" He called me. He's like, "Yo, yeah, dude, fuck you." He's like, "I'm gonna be a piece of shit." I was like, "I know."
Well, I mean, I figured if I do, so this thing, I mean, obviously this is a mobile setup, so I'm like,
Yeah.
honestly, I could.
It's fucking hot, bro.
I can go and literally set this up anywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if you come to my live podcast party, that's what I did last night at Library Bar. If you come for that shit looks like a TV show in the middle
that
of
would
the
be
bar.
badass. Hey, dude,
Yeah.
and I see that one of these days, dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna have that, bro.
I mean, that's ultimately what I'm planning for. But I mean, that show, the way it's run, I mean, we do. It's a live broadcast. It's broadcast on 5 different pages through Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook.
Holy shit, dude, you're on it.
And dude, it's what's even crazier, right? It's like we shoot On Air Don't Care while we're in like an active bar, right? And so like nights like last night where it's like busy as all hell, right?
Wild,
It's like
booming.
loud as all hell, right? Like in any given like podcast, you know, like you wouldn't even be able to hear the people talking on the show because of just all the background noise.
Right, right.
We have we have this signal for our broadcast going through an AI program, and what it does is that
fuck you and
it grabs all the background noise
What?
and eliminates it so that all you hear is the voices. So
wait.
So if you
What?
So if you go to like my Facebook page, let's just look at the link and listen to us talk, and it will sound like we're in an empty bar.
What?
Yeah, the
really?
whole time, but it was slammed.
I said what like 4 times, because we were talking about AI in our last episode, dude, and it was a good episode. I just didn't like I annoyed myself. I was like, Jesus Christ, but it was a good episode.
You gotta say Munchiez Christ.
You're the only guy that calls me Munchiez.
I'm trying to get you to brand yourself with this, dude. It is the seller.
Yeah, every time I see you, just call it on stage. I was like,
Munchiez.
oh, he's like this fucking asshole.
Munchiez, dude. Listen, bro, like, because I mean, y'all don't even know because his bun is up and everything like that, but this dude's got a full Jesus flow.
Yeah, honestly, it tickles my butthole.
Yeah, and even when you guys have some of your like your album cover arts for your like radio show, like the podcast show,
yeah.
it's like the way you're sitting, it almost looks like you have like a little glow
Stop.
around you.
It's my aura, dude.
Yeah, it's just what it is. It's like it looks like that El Savior like type of image and shit, dude. You just got that glow. So I mean, so yeah, man. I mean, I'm glad that you came through, and
No, dude, I had a lot of fun.
I had a blast having you here, man. And I wish I wish we could have had a little bit more time. So ultimately, I think if we can plan it out, and ultimately I wouldn't have a gig or whatever.
Yeah.
Then we'll have a round 2 and then bring Dante and have you both.
Yeah, dude, it was a lot of fun though.
But maybe I could always take this and bring the setup to closer to where you guys are.
Yeah, dude, go to Dante's. But it actually worked out because we got a little bit more deep.
You know what I mean? But that's the thing is like this is why I love doing the podcast shows, because after I have somebody like, especially from the comedy scene, but once I have somebody on my podcast show, like I have a much deeper personal relationship with them, because the whole point is like for me to really get to know you.
Like, why are you? What's around you? All that shit.
And it's really just kind of squaring that out, you know. And so like for me, it's kind of as an interviewer, like there are certain questions.
I'm gonna move him down on the list.
Yeah. No, I mean I don't have any questions pre-planned. I just know certain things like that I want to address or just have them be able to kind of bring some more insight. But I thought the biggest thing though, I mean, even when realizing Dante wasn't coming, right? Like if Dante was here, it would have been a central point off of getting to know the gypsy and the hippie, right?
No, dude.
But like I think once it clicked, I'm like, okay, it's just gonna be Munchiez. I was like, I knew I was gonna have a conversation about addiction,
right?
But I think like I wanted to really dive in deep and have that perceptional view of what you actually went through and how you got into it, but really how you navigated from it, because I think that's an important piece that people can really take. And I think that's one thing that I want for my show is you know, as entertaining as I want
somebody to take something from it.
I want you to be able like to take some sort of educational piece. That's why it's the world of entertainment and media and the icons that live in it. It's like is really taking something that's going to help navigate somebody through whatever career they're trying to do within entertainment and media. So, because this is a tough world, man. This is not an easy world.
Bro. And always be open to what somebody else has to say. You know, don't ever let somebody else tell you something and be like, oh no, I don't want to listen to that. I don't want to listen to that. Well, always be able to intake something for somebody else.
Absolutely,
is what I'm trying to say.
I think though you could also attest, even if it's like it's negative, you know, to like intake what people think that you can do better at,
because maybe they're fucking right. You might not
most
like
of the time
it.
People are, you know?
And that's what helped me. I know we're ending it, I think. That's what helped me with that addiction thing. Somebody told me, it's like, well, what do you think is maybe because of this? And I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I've heard that before, but now I'm taking it. You're right.
Yeah. Well, I would say it's right. It's more so right from the people that you love, you know, you trust.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you're listening to the direction of like any witch body that's like fucking telling you something, it's just like most of these people can kick rocks.
But when somebody told me, it was more like sincere, like, hey, well,
Yeah, you might need
This
to work
is
on
like
it.
my boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's not somebody that's somebody that you know is looking out for you and
And it was made it better. It was a comic
Mhm.
too. It was like, no, what about this? You know,
Yeah. So and you're here, and I hope you're here for a very, very long time.
fuck yeah,
Munchiez.
dude.
You know.
Fuck
So
yeah.
well, you started going into a little bit of a bit of an inspirational rant in a sense. You know, putting out something very positive, but. How we always end the show is I actually have the guest leave off with a final note or sentiment or quote, whatever it is. But the way I kind of have them picture it is that if this was going to be the last thing you were ever going to say on any recorded medium, other than "I love you, mom," like it's just like,
no, fuck
but
that.
like,
She knows I love her.
Yeah, she knows. But like, yeah, if this was the last thing you were gonna put out to the world, to let them know and maybe let them know who you are, go ahead and end the podcast, with that last sentiment.
Take life slow, listen, and just fucking be happy, dude.